Well, g'day and welcome back once again. So, last time we mentioned that we headed on out to Costco and got ourselves a Surging Sparks bundle, and we have now got ourselves another. Now I think we'll do what we did with the first lot, and we'll do the booster bundle first, because it was the one we had the best luck on. I think I'd rather start off strong. That way we can have a positive outlook on the rest of it. So from our first lot, we ended up around about 250 in front, which was good. So we'll see how we do with this lot. Ooh, Kecleon, nice. Oh yes, a hit first up. All right, so it's not a very expensive one, but that's fine. It's only a couple of bucks this one, but any hits are good hits, so we're happy to receive them. Although big hits would be nice. Alright, that one's a dud. Now from our first lot, I think we got 4 hits out of 6 packs, which was insane. But we'll have to see how we go this time, because that was a level that we'll never be able to keep up to. Alright, that's a dud again. It's 1 out of 3 so far. Ooh, Flygon EX. There we go. Let's have a quick look at that. It's just a base EX, but it's one that we need anyway, so that's always handy. And as I always say, despite what you see on here on the pricings, it always ends up being more than what you see here on PokeData or even on other websites. It always ends up being more money and costing more. So it's only, 20, 30, 40% more, but it's not really a reliable indicator of how much the cards actually cost. Ooh, nice. Archaludon. It's not bad. Archaludon. It's another one that we don't have, which is always helpful. So even though we're not getting a lot of big hits, it's all coming together and helping for cards that we don't have to purchase later. And as I'm always saying as well, these 2 and 3 holos and reverse holos that we pull per pack are going to get sold later as well. So, they add up to 30, 40, 50 holos, whatnot. And that's, $1 each basically. So now we can get on to the ETB and see what we can grab from it. And as always, we will get our Magneton from this, which is about $21, which we can sell at a later date as well. And because we've gone through a few of these now, I've got quite a few to sell, which I've already sold a couple of them. They go quite quickly actually. So let's see how we go with these 9 packs. Hopefully we don't do as bad as we did last time on our ETB. On the last ETB that we did, we got quite a roasting. But it didn't really matter because the first ETB we did, we had that mega hit. And as I mentioned in the videos a few weeks ago, we were still, you know, a couple $100 ahead on our boxes. So even if we only get, you know, 40 or 50 bucks from this box opening, it still won't overly matter because we're still ahead. And eventually, you know, I'll list all of these on eBay as I always do, and eventually they'll sell. They won't sell today, but, you know, eventually they'll sell. I've been making quite a few sales on eBay every week. There's always people wanting cards, and if you give them sort of, ooh, Passion Berry, that's nice. I don't have that one. And if you offer discounts for people for purchasing in bulk and whatnot on eBay, you tend to get a lot more sales as well. So I've been getting a lot of sales come through on eBay, which has been great. And the more of them you can have, it's always helpful. Even if you're just selling common cards for 50 or 60 cents or something, that's another dud pack. Good Lord. It's looking like it could be like the same as our last ETB at the moment, where it's just duds after duds after duds. Which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, it's where the cookie crumbles sometimes. Sometimes you get absolutely roasted on these openings and sometimes you don't. But we'll see how we go. Ooh, Black Kyurem EX. Kyurem. That's only a couple of dollars, but again, even though that's saying last sold on eBay is $2, usually I've seen them for about $2.50, $3. So it's another one I don't have to go to the trouble of ordering. And as we always say as well, you know, quite often when you go to buy single cards from places, you've got to gin around and buy multiple different cards from multiple different people because not one person is... Oh, nice! Phanpy. Well, that's a illustration rare that we don't have. That's cool. That's about 10 bucks. That's not too bad. I'll add to the coffers. And yeah, I mean, often you don't have people that have got every single card that you need, so you've got to order from 6 different people. And sometimes you've got to pay postage on each of them, and sometimes people don't offer postage, and you're a little bit limited here in Australia a lot of the time. It's quite often quite difficult to get cards, and you've just got what you've got pretty much here. It's not like America where you've got a really huge choice of different cards with different trading card platforms and whatnot, and you can just kind of order online really easily and really cheaply, because we've got to get everything sent all the way over here in the first place. Another dud pack, damn it. Because you've got to get everything sent over here in the first place, it's always going to cost a bit more money as it is, and people know that, so they charge a premium for stuff. And the eBay last solds a lot of the times that are listed on a lot of these programs. Another dud pack by the look of it. We do need that Dragon Alexa though, that's good. And I think that Gouging Fire is the one that we need as well, because there's a couple of different versions of that and they look very similar. So that's pretty good. Yeah, eBay last solds that those websites take are ones that are from America, even though they're in Australian dollars, so they're not the actual price here. All right, well, that's everything together now, so it's looking like we've probably only got about 45 bucks worth of pulls. which is not amazing, but the reverse holo pulls that we'll sell afterwards will sell for about $40 odd, which is not too bad. All right, well, that'll be it for us for this one. We did lose a bit on that one, but it happens sometimes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.